The 10 biggest female vulnerabilities every man needs to understand. Any man who has ever loved a woman knows this truth. Understanding a woman's heart is like trying to read a book written in a secret language. But here's something most men never realize. Behind her strength, independence, and confidence, there are tender places she may never confess unless she fully trusts you. These are not weaknesses in the sense of flaws. They are delicate parts of the feminine soul-sensitive points that, if ignored, can break a relationship, but if cared for, can transform it into something unshakable. Today, I'm going to reveal the 10 biggest vulnerabilities women carry, truths every man should know. If you learn to see them, respect them, and protect them, you won't just become a better partner. You'll become the man she never want to lose. Get ready, some of these may completely change how you see love. Vulnerability 1. She needs to feel chosen. Every single day, you think winning a woman's heart is just about the beginning. Think again. For her, love isn't a trophy you win once and place on a shelf. It's something that needs to be reaffirmed, daily. When she feels like she's being put second, when her glow goes unnoticed, something inside her begins to dim. And here's what many men miss. It's not about expensive gifts, big trips, or grand declarations. It's about simple, consistent, genuine gestures. The good morning text that shows you thought of her. The hug that lingers with no reason. The look that says I still see you, even after years together. When a man stops choosing the woman he loves, she feels it. And when she feels it, she begins to pull away. So, if you want her to stay, it's not enough that you once won her heart. You have to keep choosing her. Every day. Vulnerability 2. She carries silent scars. Every woman carries invisible scars. Maybe from a past relationship. Maybe from childhood. Maybe from a moment when the world told her she wasn't enough. Here's the challenge. She probably won't share those scars right away. Not because she doesn't trust you, but because she fears her pain will be seen as too much or too dramatic. This is where many men go wrong. They pressure her to open up, or worse, they minimize her pain once she finally does. What she truly needs is a safe space, not judgment. A shoulder she can collapse on without fear of rejection. If you really want to know the woman by your side, learn to listen to her silence. Because sometimes, what she doesn't say speaks louder than any words. Vulnerability 3. She fears losing the spark in your eyes in the beginning. Everything is intense looks, texts, touches, laughter. But over time, routine settles in. Many men stop looking at their woman with that same admiration. Here's a painful truth. One of a woman's greatest insecurities is feeling like she's no longer special to you. That other women catch your eye more than she does. That the magic is gone. For her, losing the sparkle in your eyes is like losing a part of herself. If you want to keep the flame alive, learn to rediscover the woman you already have. Notice the little changes. Compliment her, admire her, desire her, even years later, because her deepest fear isn't losing you. It's losing herself while still being with you. Vulnerability 4. She craves emotional security above all else. You can be handsome, wealthy, or brilliant. But if she doesn't feel emotionally safe with you, none of that matters. Emotional security isn't about avoiding fights. It's about knowing that even on the worst days, you won't turn your back. It's about trusting that her vulnerabilities won't be used against her in an argument. It's about believing you'll be there, even when life isn't perfect. When a woman feels she can't lean on the man she loves, she starts building walls. And once those walls get too high, they rarely come down again. Want to be the man she never trade for anyone? Be her safe harbor, not her storm. Vulnerability 5. She longs to be truly heard. There's a huge difference between hearing and listening. The man who merely hears lets her words go in one ear and out the other. The man who listens pays attention, not just to what she says, but to what she doesn't say and even to what she's afraid to say. For a woman, being heard means her emotions matter. That her pain isn't being compared, minimized, or ignored. That the man beside her isn't just waiting for his turn to speak, but is truly absorbing her feelings. The worst loneliness is being in a relationship, yet still feeling unseen. When you fail to listen, it's not just a conversation that decides trust. Vulnerability 6. She fears not being enough. This is a quiet but devastating fear. Even the most confident woman, at some point, asks herself, does he still think I'm beautiful? Am I really good enough for him? Will he replace me someday with someone better? This fear comes from social pressures, constant comparisons, and past experiences. The man who understands this doesn't feed her insecurity with games, indifference, or teasing. He reinforces, every day, that she is unique, irreplaceable, and more than enough. Vulnerability 7. She feels everything deeply. A woman's emotional intensity is a gift. And for some men, a challenge. She feels more, loves more, gives more and, yes, hurts more. For her, small things mean the world. A forgotten detail, a careless word, a cold tone of voice, these can cut deeper than you imagine. Not because she's too sensitive, but because she lives with her heart wide open. This depth may scare those who aren't ready, but it's exactly what makes her love so rare. If you know how to care for this heart, you'll have a woman who loves like no other. Vulnerability 8. She gives all of herself. When a woman truly loves, she doesn't just give what you can see. She gives her body, her time, her dreams, her future and, most of all, her heart. This complete surrender is beautiful, but also dangerous. Because if she feels she gave everything and wasn't valued, the pain is immense. It's not just love that ends, it's the sense that she lost pieces of herself. The man who understands this treats what she gives as the rare treasure it is, because that's exactly what it is. Vulnerability 9. She notices more than she shows. Think you hid that glance, that unread message, that shift in energy. She saw it. Maybe she won't call you out. Maybe she'll never say a word. But she notices. Her intuition is like a quiet radar. She feels when something changes, when distance creeps in, when your energy isn't the same. And above all, she feels when she's being lied to. Don't underestimate her perception. Be honest, because the truth may hurt, but lies destroy. Vulnerability 10. She needs to feel staying is worth it. Love is not a prison. A woman doesn't stay because she has to, she stays because she wants to, because she feels it's worth it, because she knows she's beside someone who makes her grow. The day she stops feeling that, she begins to detachment if her body is still there. And once she leaves on the inside, she rarely comes back. The man who understands this strives to be a presence, not a burden, a partner, not a jailer, a teammate, not just a bystander. Now that you know, now that you've seen these 10 vulnerabilities, understand this. This isn't a manual to manipulate, it's a map to care. Each point you just read isn't about fragility, it's about humanity. These are delicate parts of a heart that's been hurt, that has loved, that has believed in, that still longs to love again. If you're a man, take this as an invitation to do better, to not just be with her, but to truly be there with her. Because in the end, real masculine strength isn't about control, it's about care. And if you're a woman, let this remind you. Feeling all of this doesn't make you weaker. It makes you beautifully, powerfully human. You don't need to apologize for wanting to be chosen daily, for craving safety, for desiring to be seen. You deserve it all. Now tell me, which of these 10 spoke to you the most? Share your thoughts below. Tag someone who needs to hear this. And let's spread this conversation further, because understanding is the first